What going on?
So what? Haiti sounded like the gatekeeper when she said what's going on. Yo! That sounded like a movie gatekeeper. Like, what going on? Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
It's so wild to hear yourself. You know, like that TikTok where they say put a filter because you just forget how you look. Mm-hmm. This is like after you listen to yourself like that
that's
so
wild.
much and then you hear yourself normal, it's like, whoa, what's happening?
It sound like that.
Woo! I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we should probably keep that inside.
Just
It's funny. So, Mando, start it up.
Hey. Aye. 1 time, 2 time, 3 times.
We're rich.
Wow. Yeah. So what going on?
So what?
It's me, HadieLeonie.
And it's your girl, JojoRenée, and you are tuning to Bite the Bullet, episode 9. Haiti was 9 in Spanish.
Nuevo.
Okay,
What's nuevo then?
I didn't know that sounded like egg, but egg is huevo.
Yesterday I went market and the man was fucking up the Spanish. Well, that's what Moroccans that speak Spanish for some reason.
They do?
It's Moroccans?
Moroccans?
Yeah, Moroccan speaks Spanish.
They,
And we got Mando in the building.
Mano is back. Yes.
Wait a minute.
You're actually back to the original
The OGs. I can
original
stretch my
sound.
legs, guys. I've missed this. So I tell Haiti one time I say bye today.
Stretch them.
I'm so happy to stretch them. Because usually I'd be sitting down and I just feel like I'm so uptight. You know, like when you at an interview or something, I'd be like,
And I just feel like I just here chilling and I
Haiti,
want
like-
to look. And I want to look more like Tom. But how everybody doing?
We're alive. We here. We
Just
bring
chilling,
it.
calling ready for summer.
Yo, the weather is with us.
The weather is weathering.
Oh, I love it.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been better with the weather. Like I feel like the weather does add some brace to the bracing. Because I don't know, you wake up and you see the sun and it's like, wow.
It's yes.
We
We
are
ready for
here.
the
Gotta go
day.
outside.
And it makes you realize how much the weather does really impact like your mood in a sense. Like in the winter, I could have braced, but seeing the sun, I just want to like hug people, like run through the grass. Like I see a man the other day, we was driving, this man just sprawl out on the grass. Middle of nowhere, like in the middle of a drive highway almost. And he was just there like, yeah, life is good.
Like a farmer or just a random.
Random man. And he had nothing with him. He just sitting in the grass like, this is life.
I feel him though. But you know, I always forget how much better I just feel. Like I actually forget when to have me a little depressed.
Yep.
And
It
then
does.
summer just hit and it's like
Brand new.
some pep in my step.
Nah, it's true though. It's true. I don't know. I just feel like we should just move to the Caribbean because the sun is there 365.
To
like,
Korea?
To the Caribbean.
Oh.
To the Caribbean.
Oh. I'm like,
I want to go to
how the
Korea.
weather is there? I don't know.
I think it's hot. I know in Japan it does get cold, so I think it does get cold like hell, but not as cold. We gotta Google it.
And how you doing, man, though?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just chilling. Got some new music on the way soon. So.
You gotta bring
man,
up yourself to
also.
the there.
Okay, good. tell them. And how you doing, Miss HadieLeonie?
Not gonna lie, I'm tired. But yeah, keep it pushing that time of the school year, but we good. And I just ready for summer at this point.
Bye.
But yeah.
Wait, what are you doing for summer? I mean, I know what we
do
doing
it,
for
yeah.
summer.
We can say it now because I actually just
Yeah.
booked my ticket.
Okay, good.
We coming
We come at SM.
to SM.
I hope are you ready?
Oh,
Okay.
Freaking
You
on
guys
the
ready?
island. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited though because I feel
Me
like
too.
Actually, I forgot to say it last episode, but shout out to everybody that stopped me in the village to say that just listen. Like, I had to really appreciate that. Just to see that they like.
She did. She told me.
I was like, they're really like liking it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's so cool. No, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Because even I was speaking to my mother, and my mother would be like, yeah, somebody just came and they listened to your podcast. And it's just, I love that people really into it like that. Like, I was on the train. Remember I had to tell you?
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea, I know you watching
get
this,
her
so
name?
you listening. Yes, I remember you. You had to make my day, boy. She was like, you Jody? I was like, that's
I love
me.
it.
Who's
I love
asking?
I love
But
it.
yeah,
So,
we here for it.
we ready? We coming for y'all? Yeah. In the islands.
Yeah, we're going to be there for a little minute. I go in Sabre first, then pull up SM, and we're going to shut it down. We are
Big
excited.
link up.
You know, Mando, so pull up now.
Thinking about it.
Okay. You like?
Thinking about it.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
let's get into today's conversation.
Before you give me that look like. Well, before we get into it, what I gotta do, Jordan?
Oh, shit. Guys, don't
Really?
forget, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Look, you see, I feel like this is a proper dynamic. Haiti just be like, I know you just get excited, but just remind people.
Yes.
So, yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe,
All the
follow,
good
do
stuff.
all our fun stuff, feedback, all our fun stuff, engage. We love to hear all your opinions. We had posts recently, and y'all was talking, and I love to see it. So, keep it up, guys.
Oh, the post one. The post one, yes.
Yeah, the first one, the one with the what?
Oh, what you really like? What you? Oh, yeah,
Your
yeah,
partner,
yeah,
you
yeah.
like your partner. Mando, just real quick, just to go off of that. Like, how you feel about that?
Good one.
About
Your
what?
partner dancing on somebody else.
Oh,
About myself or
Yeah.
about them dancing on somebody else?
No,
Them
I guess
dancing on
both.
somebody else? We would have to have a conversation for sure.
but how? Like, and what you would want though?
I'd want you to enjoy yourself, you know, first and foremost. But I'd want you to remember who.
I'm your man.
Like, you know, I'm not gonna force you not to do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta keep it at a certain angle. And you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm going there, I'm gonna want to have my fun too, right?
True.
But I won't cross a boundary.
I get you. So you would have to talk in a sense of you got lay out the boundaries.
Yeah.
One song max, 15 seconds.
Nah.
No bending over.
You know, that is even whack. I think for like our parents, like what we just even be doing.
Yo.
It's a boundary.
Yo.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know, the first time my parents see me dancing, I was like, oh shit.
What you were doing?
I don't know. I was in jump up and I didn't know they was there. And I look up because we was like going into the village, and how our village is a slanted road, and then it got two walls. They were standing on the wall. Oh my days. I even know who I was dancing with, and I was like, can the earth just swallow me whole right now?
Yo, somebody made me laugh. There was like Johnny really upsizing the village, the boots. Cause it was like
You said it was
like,
three, right?
I forgot what he said. There was like, it's just like, I forgot what he said. But it was like, you make it sound like two boots, and it's like a one. I don't know.
Oh shoot, yeah, it's one boot, but it's 4 windows, 2 for drinks, 2 for food. Oh shoot, but you see SM, all your boots is like the size. Bye. All your boots is vertical. Ours is horizontal. So ours is just one. But it looked like 4 because of how all yours is
I
vertical.
get what you mean.
Let me upsize my island, man.
We're gonna have to experience that for ourselves. Too.
Yeah, I
You
want to
will.
know. I really want to know. But
Sabre Carnival is wholesome. Like, SM Carnival,
gonna be there
for
for it?
sure, is
It's
nah,
medicine.
I dip right before Sabre Carnival start. I gonna be in Rotterdam Carnival, so if you hear come
Oh,
out,
yeah.
I gonna be on the streets. Don't touch my feathers though, please. Yeah, Rotterdam Carnival is scary in a sense of like, you know, in the Caribbean, they're very strict. If you have a costume, you on the road. Nobody else. Rotterdam, everybody in the mother on the road. Even I was on the road last year. And then they get mad because you hitting them with your feathers.
It's kind of like Notting Hill. Right?
Yeah. it is.
I was just finding out the last day of the parade, a little too much confusion.
The amount of shanks I see. That
Bunch of road man.
we see a man get jump.
Yeah.
And the man just jump up. Like we see this man get jumped by like 6 man.
Yeah, and it just dispersed.
They stop start rain dance on this man. We like, okay, he gone. This man just jump
Jump
up
up like,
Back into the party.
and just dip.
and they all are just.
That was
It was
bad.
like, but I don't even realize us, because right after that we like confronted we confront a man for like dissing somebody that was with us, and I realized how wild I was that we do that in London. This man had disrespect one of our friends, and they was like, "Yeah, you."
I got short-term memory loss, guys. Shit. What happened?
I don't want to say names.
No,
but
don't
like,
say names. What was the disrespect?
That like you don't look like you're into a woman. You don't look like you. Like, this.
Oh!
And then all of us went
Was it
after-
not me?
No, he disrespected one of the boys that was with us, and then all of us just like in this man's face, like we ready to fight.
Yeah.
And then thinking back, I was like, wow, we do that to Roadman.
To road, man. We had no like
Hey, fam.
no chill.
We had no
heard
chance.
We
what
had
happened to
no
Leighton,
chill.
Yeah, bye. You know, I don't know. It hit me a day there, and I was like,
What?
that was wild that we do that.
Yeah, no, it was. But sometimes, you know, when you enjoy yourself, but also when you see all the hype, because there was just so much hype that day. Like, remember when our friend they threw up the alcohol and we had he know who he is. This man living his best life, and you know them not alcohol, but a water tank to put on your back. Yeah.
Box, yeah.
So he had that, and he squeezed it. So the
He
water.
didn't even squeeze it. That's how innocent it was. That he just he
he
opened it,
Yeah, and
ready to suck it, but it like I guess so much pressure. It just ting and it landed right on this man's head like.
This man said, "Yo, who did that? Who did that?" And this
Was
man
it you?
ready.
Was it you? And he just went
Oh,
like
this man was
ready
ready
to-
to
he was
everybody.
and I just look at him.
But what came? Our friend just take the nozzle and he go. Bloop, and he just mind his business, and this man right behind him. I say, no way.
No, but that Notting Hill is the story.
It's wild. I know a lot of people from SM going Notting Hill because I've been asking. Y'all be ready.
A lot of people going this year. I
I was
heard
supposed to go last year.
you were supposed to go last year.
But I was in SM.
You going this year?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
You should. Like Notting Hill, you need to experience it.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not a Caribbean, but it's the closest thing you get in Europe, I find. Out of all the carnivals I've been to,
Is it better than Rotterdam?
by far.
What is
by
Rotterdam?
far?
I feel
By
like
a
I
mile.
heard last year was pretty lit.
It was
Rotterdam?
I heard that, yeah.
I was there. It wasn't lit. Okay, it was lit if you count the lights that they had on the costumes. But it was okay. It's just not Notting Hill. If you compare it, it's
I
not
feel like
Notting
now it
Hill.
might be different because you jamming.
Huh?
This is the first time you jamming at Rotterdam Carnival.
Oh, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, I just want support because Sabre is bringing their troop. For me, I don't need to engage in Rotterdam Carnival. It's the same thing every year.
I know, but I mean, like now you can get to jam now, so you get a little,
yeah.
a little, you
It
know,
will be different.
yeah.
I'm
But yeah.
excited.
We've been rambling.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's get into
No,
today,
but
guys.
I did want to like, I don't know if you feel the same way. Set a disclaimer of like, you know,
Yeah,
what kind of messages we want to put out there.
Yeah.
With our podcast,
100. Talk to them.
and just need to like give a summary of like I guess what we really want to put out there based on the conversation we had last episode is that like we just want people to be held accountable for what they're doing, and
100.
And if you want to add anything to what I say, like
I think in terms of like when we have conversations and whatnot, I just think it's very important that we have a level of respect for each other and just the podcast in general. I feel like we on the 9th episode, so we kind of have the messages that we getting across, and for sure not all messages going to be the same in a sense. Like we gonna have people come on, we're not gonna agree on certain things, but I just think it's important to have that level of like we all here for our purpose, and that purpose shouldn't be unproductive or just a bit like, you know,
combative.
yeah.
No,
We just here for good conversations, guys.
yeah.
So yeah.
No, you read that really well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't even like try. I was just like, okay, what do we want to say? But yeah, no, that's just it basically. So yeah, today is just us.
Yeah.
We've missed just us because
Yeah.
it's been a minute. I feel like it's been 4 episodes. Yeah, it's been too long. So
Yeah.
And Mando, oh, I'm so sorry.
But that's why I
Sorry,
tell you with us. Like we back. That was saying we's back with the OG. But yeah, my TV is still on.
I know. And I was like, she gonna refer to the TV. She gonna refer to the TV.
But no, I was watching. Don't know if I saying it right. Young Rich.
Young, famous, and African.
Yeah, but I finished it. Yeah, I don't know. But I finished Silent Sunset.
Yeah.
And I just feel.
How far you reached though?
With what?
Young, famous, and African. Because I'm sorry, I feel like the 5th episode is redundant.
I don't know if I reached the 5th episode. I think I'm on the 4th or
I should
beginning of 5th.
Oh, we
But-
don't brace.
But I still didn't finish that. But then before that, I was watching Silent Sunset, and I was just like, "We had to sell property.
Oh, we had to.
We had to like." What is I couldn't understand. I feel like it's such a big
Yeah.
difference between like season 1 and season 1 had its issues, but it was just like it made me think on like the dynamic of like female friendships or friendships in general. And it's like the dynamic on a lot of these shows, because I just watch a couple of shows. Like I just watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, Selling Sunset. But then I was watching Young Rich and Africans, and the level of what they just do to like disrespect people.
It's wild.
I just was wondering, like, what is friendship to people? Like,
It's wild. Like, for me, I don't think this is friendship. I don't think we should be taking this as an example.
oh yeah, no.
In a sense of like, I feel like with Selling Sunset in the beginning, it was the properties. That's what everybody was for. But they noticed that people were talking more around the drama. So they realized that the drama is what Christine made Selling Sunset. In a sense of
I
like,
miss her nine.
I ain't gonna lie, as much as she was a conniving biatch,
Yeah.
she was who she is in a sense.
Yeah.
And she didn't give a shit about anybody. And I feel like the conversations around that made them realize people care more about the drama than
But
the
at this point, you
houses.
got people there, and I ain't see them sell a house all season.
No.
Like,
No.
Like,
it was just drama.
it was really just, and then, you know what's so funny? You had the new girl, Brie. And sorry, this is a spoiler alert if you've been wanting to watch, but, Silent Sunset. The new girl, Brie. My
I like
girl
Brie.
she had Saweetie, she had this other guy, but did anyone buy a house?
That's the thing. But I feel like they filmed this quick. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like nobody bought a house because, for one, the other couple with the 3 months, let me know when the contract is up, blah, blah, blah. I feel like the span of when they filmed this, even if you look at Heather and her pregnancy, was like maybe across a month or 2 months. Because they have the other season coming out. And I guess that is within the half a year or whatever, how long they took to film it.
I think they do it like probably like 5, 6. Because remember, Jason leave for 3 weeks?
Oh, shoot, yeah.
And that went really fast to me. But like, I don't know. I just feel like
How you feel about that, though?
with her,
Yeah, he go, Marie-Lou. Sorry.
not fucking Marlene.
She
Like
cute.
the age difference?
Yeah.
Because what was he's like, well,
He 45, she 24. Yeah. I don't know, me being 25.
I don't know if I could see myself with a 40 something.
Fine.
And why not?
Yeah, man, don't ask the question. Let me hear it.
I just feel like a lot, like just in general, where I be right now, I feel like a 40-something-year-old, definitely, other than Jason, definitely like ready for like set like children married, settled down by next year.
But I feel like a lot of them feel like they're still young too, though. But I know what you mean, where it's like, he want
We
a
two
family.
different places
Yeah.
right now. Like, I still trying to figure out shit sometimes. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a big issue. I also just would feel like at this point I'm talking to an uncle.
Yup. Uncle. That's my thing.
Uncle?
What if Uncle is a little hip and he's, you know,
The fact that you say hip is already a problem.
they got guys like that out there. They got guys
I'm
like that out
hip.
there.
I got swag. No. Like,
I don't,
no. I feel like
20 years?
yeah, that's a leap.
What were you?
No. I mean, no. I don't know. I feel like from I just can't see it. For me, I love an older man, don't get me wrong, but that older, that's a bit much. 20 years, I'm 25, he'll be 45. Nah. What about you, Mandito? I know man them like
Since you
older
like,
women.
why not?
I know man them like
I
cougars.
wouldn't mind.
20 years older than you?
20 years older than me, no. Yeah, that's a little. I don't know.
Don't
Situation.
lie.
I don't know. She might look younger than 20 years older than
So
me.
it's about the look.
Not really. You know what I mean?
Don't lie.
What then?
The situation. You know what is it?
What if she
Oh,
don't
fine.
want kids and she probably checking like, I'm gonna freeze my eggs for you.
Okay,
No
sticky
kids.
one.
think about it.
I don't know. I want kids.
Yeah.
I would still. I don't know. I would do it.
I feel like you would do it for the a fling thing. Like you would fuck around with
Not necessarily. I don't know. I find
What's the oldest you would go?
the oldest I would go.
Yeah.
Like relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then maybe like 40. I don't know. Nah, 40 sounds. Yo, think about it.
Sorry
40
for all the listeners who's 40 plus. You are not old, I promise.
No, but I
What
mean,
is
you
somebody
probably
that old
understand what
trying
we're
to-
saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I might come across as mature or something, but like,
Yeah.
what is somebody that far distant trying to like settle down with me for? You know?
I get you.
Like that, I'd be checking like, do you really think that makes sense for you? Type of vibe. But
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like we're not we're
On the
not
same
in
pair.
like, what do you want?
Nah, not at all. But yeah, but with the dynamic with the women on the show, I really think it's just catty. It's very toxic from what I see. I feel like they said it. Who said it? Bree said Nicole have a hard on for Chriselle. I genuinely think so. I don't know where that came from, but
was
I feel
like-
like she doing it for views.
But also, like, I get let's talk about this new level, Chriselle, because the way she was
Chriselle's
like,
like, I'm not taking shit this
Chriselle
season.
come true, like, and
Y'all think you gonna mess with me?
yeah,
Yo.
I love how she was reacting to everything.
Me
I
too,
was
though.
just like, yes,
But that's what people been waiting for. Because she just let people walk all over her.
That's
and it's
true.
like, I think she been able to reflect. I just seen it on the TV, but she been able to reflect. And I'm not gonna lie, fucks with Heather. Like, Heather's so unproblematic. Heather pregnant.
Oh, I love Heather. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
like,
I don't
she's
know.
chill.
And how you feel about Chelsea?
You know, I fucks with Chelsea, but I don't like, I feel like her and Bree's dynamic, it doesn't look good in a sense of, I don't know if it's the producers portraying her like that.
I don't. You know what it is? Because we never talk about the Nick Cannon situation. Like, I
All the
feel
babies.
like nobody are really addressing how wild it is,
That this man just...
and that you
he
actively.
got 10
Wait,
kids or something?
you see that picture where they say scientists predict how we gonna look in 2050?
No.
Just see. They have a picture on meme where they say scientists predict how humans will look in 2050, and then you
Nick
just see
Cannon.
Nick Cannon's a bunch of them. I say no way, but
Well,
no.
for people that don't even know the show we talking about, Selling Sunset is this show, and it starts off as like a bunch
Real
of
estate.
women working for these two twin brothers selling real estate in Los Angeles specifically, and but like this season, one of the new girls is one of the baby mamas of Nick Cannon,
Yep.
and so one of the girls just take issue with her in general for the fact that she partake
Yeah.
in that, because she's checking like you helping another single parent household.
For me, I get where Chelsea's coming from.
Yeah.
But I feel like the issue is she writing Brie off as a person because of it. Like, I get you don't agree with her lifestyle, but you coming for her now. It's not a matter of you want her to change it.
Yeah,
So
like
you
what are we
don't
gonna do now with the baby down here? Like,
Shit, man. Because she kept
Yeah.
making it a thing.
yeah,
And just the whole how she went about with saying how Brie felt about the situation. It was a bit like, you just here to speak down on her.
yeah. I didn't really like Chelsea when she first
No.
came last season either. This whole energy, like, I
It's a
don't
bit-
know. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
And I like her work ethic and whatever, but it's just like you too much for me. And I just feel like, okay, and like, what we gonna do? I get that you traumatized about single like parent households, but
not get over it, but don't project it onto like
But then
whole.
she blamed it on Christianity, and I was like, I have yet.
I feel like they always kind of bring the religion in when it comes to like defending themselves. Where it's like, I get that your religion, you know, pushes this certain like, I don't know, construct, but you could respect somebody else's too. You talking about how you believe in your beliefs, but you coming on to somebody else for what they believe in.
But that's also a big contradiction in Christianity in general, because you're not supposed to be judging, and you're not supposed to be
But
like
you out here
is number
judging.
one.
You're not supposed to be
That
out
is
here
number
treating
one.
people like shit and with hatred. You're supposed to be treating everybody out here with love
And
Yeah.
embrace.
and embrace them regardless, and leave it up to God to judge.
Simple.
So
Cause everybody in their mother got some weeds in their garden, but you so focused on everybody else's garden, you ain't even like, you know?
and I think she blamed it on that because a lot of people, if they're really religious, they would not fuck with people for certain things and like genuinely just not fuck with them as a person.
Yeah.
So I don't know how deep me want to come from her religion, but I don't know how deep she is in it. But I was just like, But you feel like all these shows and things is a reflection of like actual friendships?
To a level. I feel like a lot of toxic friendships for sure. I feel like in the States, you know, it's not a real place. So for me, that's where it's like, okay, probably in the States it's a normal. But I do feel like there's levels of it that is a reflection where it's like, I don't know, if you look at situations where they're coming for each other in a way that's just like degrading, I do see that amongst, I guess, yeah, friendships with women. And I had that when I was younger a little bit. So I don't think it's not apparent. I just don't see it as much now. But that's because fire burn all of them women. Like now I feel like I'm going to cultivate the decent friendships and run away from that. What do you think?
I think it's an American thing for true, but also like when we was growing up here. But I remember was some situation I can't remember what I was watching, but I was just like, we need to study female friendships because like
We do.
but it was a show I was watching or something, I can't remember, and I had to tweet that. But just the different things that happened, like the girl I recently went to Mexico with her friends, and then how they beat her up, and then she died.
Crazy.
And I just like you even told me about one recently where she went away with a friend, and
But they also had one. I don't know if they was friends. I think they was friends where the friend catch a friend talking to a man or something, and she poured boiling water on her and she stabbed her or something, and she filmed it. Like girls secretly hate you.
that's what I mean.
I'm sorry, no, but you have it where a lot of friends secretly the level of resentment they build that you have no part in is all from like within themselves. They know how to sweep that under the rug, but one day you gonna hear that kettle boiling, and they gonna pull up. Yeah, nah, it is wild though because like experiencing it, sometimes you really think like you and somebody tight, and you could turn around and that person just dogging
But
you.
like next level, like these type of shit, it's just like, what is friendship to people then? Because I just checking like impossible. You out here trying to kill me, like actually.
Nah,
kill
it's
me.
true.
And like the podcast that I just listen to, they just have dilemmas. And the things that like this girl, she don't. Until her friend lose weight, she can't be a bridesmaid. Certain things like that, I'd just be like
What?
what
is really going on
what-
out here,
like,
guys?
what is going on? But I don't know. I want to get into it today. Of like,
Let's talk about it.
I don't know, Mando. Maybe it's a difference with about around the man them.
Like, what's the dynamic amongst men in regards to like friendships? I feel like y'all
Don't say
chill.
much. Yeah.
Like, what our friendship is. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ever have toxicity, and if you do, like, what kind of toxicity?
Yeah, we just show up.
You feel like you got healthy friendships, you ain't got no toxicity.
to be honest, I don't really do like friends much. Like
What do you mean?
Man, no check
no,
like
look,
I'm a
okay,
loner.
okay.
like the
Explain,
people
explain.
I'm around, I've been around for so long enough that I
Yeah.
consider them
Yeah.
my family.
That
You know,
makes
I
sense.
don't really have much new friends and shit like
No
that.
new
'cause, like,
friends. No new friends.
I get you.
Yeah, but toxic energy. I don't know. I don't know how you
Like liking your
High five.
girl. Like
Yeah,
you
we
ever
don't-
had friends?
we don't do that.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like, okay, they must have things that happen. But I feel like how you go about it would be different than how like women would go about it, and I feel like
Yeah, I feel like y'all talk about things
Yeah.
like way more,
Gotta
and
say,
we
bro,
just
what's up?
like we don't really like bring up things in conversation and dwell on things like. You know, if it's like a confrontation needs to happen, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, blah blah.
Yeah.
Yo, blah 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 blah. Done.
And
move
then the
on.
next day you cool.
That's it.
yeah.
There's no resentment. There's no nothing like that. Like when you deal with it there. But
that's
like,
wild to me.
I don't know about y'all, but maybe you might have a conversation and then it brings up.
I ain't gonna lie, I
another
do
day,
feel
and then
like we could
the month
dwell.
after.
Like,
On things.
Me, I felt like I used to dwell. Like capital DWELL. I don't know, in a sense of
I'm sorry, guys. That was my alarm. It was.
I was like Jumanji.
It was the reminder to post on IG actually for the podcast.
Oh shoot! Whoa.
You just dwell. That's what you was.
Capital D.
Dwell. Yeah, no, like before, but also I feel like my now it's completely changed because I'm able to speak openly with my friends. Before I feel like it was difficult to bring stuff up because we, like you mentioned one time before, it's hard for us to take accountability. And I feel like in certain friendships I would be too scared to say something, so instead I would just dwell on it instead of and then I just reach a point where I just become straight up in a sense. And that's more when I like got older, say like after 3 years of living here. But yeah, I don't know how you do.
I did see somewhere like on the internet or whatever, it said like if you're thinking about something like within the first 24 hours, you should talk about it. If you wait too long, forget about it.
I'm that type of person, especially like I nip shit in the butt.
Yeah.
But mainly because for one, I realized even with relationships, like as you think on a situation, you could create a bigger situation. You could create a freaking, what do you call it? A hill out of a grain of
Out
sand.
of nothing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel like the worst part is too, especially with girl groups, what I notice, and that's what I find not so like healthy amongst friends, is I would go to say another friend in the group before I go to the actual friend. And that's when things start to get up, especially if you don't have healthy friends,
Yep.
because they will continue to, it's like the shows. They stir that pot in. Oh, you giving me the ladle?
Big
Let's go.
Yo.
Hocus pocus. So it's a matter of now, I have a high respect for like all my friends. And it's a sense of like, yo, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of it and just see. I don't know where we could go from there. I feel like with these shows, they show you a level of here's the solution, here's the problem. For y'all who can't see it, I'm making squiggly lines and they still don't get to the solution in a sense. Instead, they create new problems and it just it's not.
I don't know. I can't live like that. Like I that kind of person where it's like I gonna wake up thinking about it. I'm gonna sleep
Yeah.
thinking about it. I'm be at work thinking about it. I gonna be cooking thinking about it. Like
Yup.
I have to address it as. But I don't know how people that sleep at night not addressing shit. And like, like
Yeah, I just
they have
fucked you
people.
over, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but funny enough, somebody was like, "Yeah, I was that kind of person that like you remember that thing 2 years ago? Yo, that hurt my feelings." Because I feel like I was the kind of person that like, I used to just leave shit
Yeah.
slide. I feel like I talked about that in one of the earlier episodes where I never used to like.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, like
I was the nip in the butt. You was the like.
Yeah, like I don't know, because I used to always feel like from time I speak up, I have a problem type of thing.
Yeah.
And so I
I had that too.
choose to just unlearn that. And it's like, if me speaking up is a problem, then
We have a problem.
then that's the problem.
Exactly.
Like, that's kind of where I know.
But you see, that's the thing too with friendships. I feel like a lot of friends, or like even previously with my friendships, when say I made a whole paper on this for my masters about the benefits of confrontation, because there's a negative connotation around confrontation, but I feel like confrontation, you need to go in with the idea that things could get not heated. It could get heated. People could say things, or things could conspire that you wouldn't have wanted to go on that way.
Yeah.
And that leaves a level of openness and safety. Like now with one of my friends, when shit happens, we literally discuss it and we sit down and we just talk about it. We get upset, we do what we gotta do, we breathe, And we basically thank each other in a sense of like, I feel safe or I feel like I could express myself. With these women, they come in for each other.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I feel like that's what a lot of friendships today, a lot of relationships too, just in general, where it's hard to speak on certain things because for one, you might feel like a problem. So you're already going into it where, sometimes I used to do this. I'll be like, okay, so I don't want this to become an issue. The person on the other side is going to be on guard already. That sets the tone for the conversation where it's like, I don't want this to be an issue. Shit, what's going to happen? And they already defense. The defense is built.
Yeah.
So, like, going into that is more like, it's a two-sided thing where it's like, we can't be afraid to be the problem. And we need to allow a problem to be presented.
Yeah.
So that we could kind of discuss it.
But I don't know. Some people just like, they can't handle the actual moment of it. I laughed because today I had something happen at work. But it was just like I realized people really just, you can't, like, they're just already on the defense.
On guard.
Yeah. And it's like, and they're ready for the actual, like, some people just can't handle the actual confrontation. And then they just.
Yeah. But I feel like when it comes to my friends, then we got to talk about her. Where it's like, it's understandable that, I don't know, say if I bring up something and it's a bit deep where it triggers my friend or I don't know, it speaks to their character or something like that, and they're not ready for that, and they're checking like what's going on. Or maybe sometimes because I had it once, but I pull up by a friend and I thought we was good.
We should do a story time. Yeah.
Oh my days! I'm not even going to lie. I going to like, so I had to help out a friend, and to a level I helped out and whatnot, but I didn't know the magnitude of the work that had to be done. I wasn't aware. So when I pull up by them, they wasn't happy about it, especially because I went out the night before.
But you pull up unexpected or something?
No, I pull up to help out. But I pull up like an hour late. But that's because I went out the night before. And when I pulled up, they was very open with it. It was like, I don't appreciate, but I just didn't expect it. Like,
I don't understand. What's the problem?
I needed to kind of, okay, to a level I get it, where they started something, they was doing like, say, a project, and I was there to help. However, four other friends was also supposed to be there to help, but they weren't. And to Wallach, we all went to the same party. So I completely get it. But I was oblivious to it because I didn't realize, for one, how much work had to get done.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was already doing my part from before. And then I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to come in on the day of. So when I got there, like, I was listening and whatnot, but I could tell that she was heated, but I wasn't ready for it. And it was like, we were still good. We were able to speak it out. But that level of anxiety that I got from that was wild, where it was like, what's happening? Yeah. And I feel like with some people, I don't know, even when I approach some friends, I need to remember, like, they probably didn't even realize something was an issue. Where it's like, sometimes you could do something with different intentions and then people could feel a type of way about it, but you don't know, which is also why it's important to have that I'm not a burden, so I'm going to say something approach.
But you feel like, because this is probably something I had, because one of my friends told me a long time ago that they realized that I see my friendships how they see relationships. And I was like, because they used to see their relationships higher than their friendships. And I was like, it's not the way around for me. Like,
and I feel it should be.
And maybe in the future when I get my really serious relationship is on the same level, or I don't know, but like, because I was talking about, cause I had a friendship breakup that was like so like devastate me. Yeah. And it was like, they don't get it. Like, I was just like,
they don't get it.
At the time when it happened, not that they didn't get it, but it was
like
just
your reaction was they didn't expect that.
As in, like, that is just like some friendship breakup. It's not like an actual breakup. And I was like, but that's how it feels. Because I feel like friendship breakups could be like a whole heartbreak.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like, yeah.
My heart is broken.
I feel like it's the same level as like you leaving a partner, whatever, or some relationship. Because it was a whole relationship. And like, Sorry, I lose my train of thought. But I was going to link that to what you were saying with like. Sorry, guys.
What was it?
With your story.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
With my anxiety in the response and us talking about the situation.
Yeah, but I guess I was just trying to say that, like, I don't know, like, I think a lot of people fear those moments, I guess. So it's like,
Question.
yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say.
It's okay. We gonna get there. Do you feel like we should romanticize friendships?
I feel so.
Me too.
Like,
as in, like, no, watch us
man,
like,
look
what?
at me like,
I need a little more
Oh shoot!
specifics
Sorry,
on
we
that.
say your
like,
government name.
sorry. No, let's just go past that.
We said
I
nothing.
did that in the episode when you was here too on the couch. But I feel like I reached the point of where I'm just going to be like the people I'm going out with is my friends.
Yeah.
And the people like I technically going out and on a date with, go to eat or the movies or whatever is my friends. Like,
But also like a good morning text.
yeah, oh,
Bitch. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
like, I feel like, you know, like now I'm experiencing a situation where I cultivating quite a healthy friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you are. I feel like she my man. No homo,
get
but
what
I
you
feel
mean.
like she my man in a sense of like, okay, not like that, but I feel like it's a friendship that is very open, but also very relationship platonic,
I get
relonic,
yeah.
ratonic.
Oh my gosh. I get what you mean though.
Yeah, and I feel like as women, this could be progressive. If we do that for each other, no man could pull up with some bare minimum
I see
bullshit.
a TikTok about that because the funny thing I see right after
Think about
Carnival, and I was like this woman was like, the level of my friendships is put into me at this point. Like if a man come now with like, you would have to come like next level to
Yo.
make me feel better than what he giving me.
And I really think we should work on that. Like I really honestly and truly think, because like even the compliments, like some people's love language, we could learn each other's love language even though we're friends. Like friends don't really dive into those topics as much. Well, I'm not speaking at all. Some of y'all probably do, but I don't know. I feel like we have that level of she my friend. But nah, that's my girl.
Oh, what? Yeah, no, like I was talking about that to my colleague the other day of like how this time around going back home had feel for me because it's like I was around a lot of my friends I know for like time, and it's just like I was like, this is like, one man gonna come and give me this, like just how much like the compliment every night they see me like compliment me feel like I'm the best shit in the village, like the taking care of me, like the. Like,
being there for you, being present.
Like, oh my God.
The only thing is they don't have a penis.
Yeah.
Like, that is it. But no, I genuinely feel like all the girls out there, if y'all, like, have friendships that you feel like you want to cultivate, maybe a surface level, whatever, like, let we get into building that, because maybe that could start a movement of women treating each other so good that men need to comply. Where it's like, you can't ask us what we want because you're seeing it get done. And if we could do it for ourselves, we could do it for each other.
But also, I think a lot of women that also struggle with what they deserve, if you actually have like good friendships around you, you would know. Yeah. Because a lot of times, like some women don't even have that either. They don't have like healthy relationship with women either. So then it's like, what they have with men is the same thing or sometimes even more toxic.
Yeah. And their friends kind of root it on like.
Yeah. Women could be toxic too to each other, man. Like, so I don't know, but I really want to remember what I was gonna say.
I could tell you fishing for it. I can tell. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like now with friendships, with these shows, especially Young, Famous, and African, I am upset you didn't watch the whole thing because I watched it specifically for this.
I don't know if I finished watching the whole thing.
I finished the whole, but I only watched the second season. I finished the whole thing. I say, yeah. I even had it as a podcast sometimes where it was just in my ear. Girl, because it was swanky. This man walked like he walked for Balenciaga. The way
I love this man.
Love him to pieces, but I just feel like the highlight on drama and there it is. But the highlight on drama with women, the highlight on disrespect with women, I feel like women respect men more than each other. And it's a level of
they
like,
do in this show.
yeah, like we need to throw that shit out the window because the man them pinning the women against each other, but they still respecting the man them more than they respecting the women. They dragging the women, and it's just a matter of like, let's not do that.
Yeah. I don't know. But get back to what I think I was going to
Did you
say.
okay, I was just trying to fill out it.
I guess I'd say what she was saying in the regards to like in my mind, like friendships with each other has always been as equal as important as a relationship. Like how is it not? But then we went into like how it is and why it pours into us. So I guess we did. So I guess I still learned what I needed to learn without knowing autopilot. But like, I don't know why. I just really big up to all the friends, our friends, and like, I love y'all and good luck to the man them that coming through. Cause
the bar set high. She hoy, but
I don't know. But I really wanted to hear what you had to say about man them, but you.
Man, no checking like we
But
are.
okay,
About
but then I have a
friendships?
question. Yeah. Because at the same time, maybe I don't know how it is around men themselves, maybe some groups. But like, I also thinking on the friendships I have with men. Because like, I have, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I have men that like, I could call and we'd be on the phone for hours just getting lost in conversation. Because I actually talk to men and have conversations.
Lord,
But like,
why you say it like that? I actually talk to men, guys.
and have conversations with them. But it's just like, I actually realized that growing up, I had just as much female as male friends.
I actually had more male.
Really? Yeah.
Say about female friendships. I'm sorry, guys, but it was a bit toxic. And
I
I was
can
always,
imagine.
I was like half tomboy. I used to be riding bike. We made bombs in bottles with baking soda and shit. Like I feel like I could mesh more, but as I came to Holland, I had more female friends.
Yeah. I don't know. I grew up with brothers and a lot of male cousins. That's always just why I gravitate to.
Yeah.
Like, try to share it. But a lot of teachers also feel like the male students is also more so like your vibe because.
Y'all very unproblematic.
Oh, yeah.
It's cause we just do.
Yeah.
think
You
much.
do what?
I say like caveman activities, just like
Yeah.
it's not really. We don't dwell on things so deep. Like
But
I
do you
said,
feel like you don't dwell or you don't?
You just push it under the rug.
Yeah,
What you were saying.
like
I don't like to push it under no rug.
no, but
Me
okay.
personally speaking, yeah.
I feel like okay, I do get that because I do feel like for a guy, you know how y'all are very logic driven. For you, it's like okay, can't change it, cool, get over it.
yeah.
You're very pop. But I feel like some things is not a matter of not dwelling. It's a matter of like, I guess what we mentioned last time, like you haven't exercised that communication bone. So you rather take the route of not saying anything because it's easier and it's more familiar than the uncomfortable route of saying something, especially because you probably think your boy gonna be like, you're on your period, man.
Well, like I don't know, Haiti. I don't know if it was you or Haiti who said that earlier, but like, some people can't handle the pressure of being confronted just in general, whether it's a little kid or a grown person or just your friend. You know what I
Very
mean? So
true.
like, the type of pressure of being in a conversation like that, whether it's your boy or not, it's just I find that's person to person because like, if I can't confront you as a friend, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we talking for?
But I think that's also what I was trying to say. That like,
Man, though, we lay in the crumbs.
that like people don't think it's important to do those things within friendships.
Yeah.
And my question was going to say is that like, do you think it's your job ultimately to be checking your friends based on things they need to work on on a character, like character flaws and stuff like that? That way I was going to get, guys. I land, but like
You know.
because what she was trying to say is that like you see it as actual relationship. Like this is something we really gotta
Work on.
and address and have these kind of conversation. And it's like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I actually have a game that works so well with this fucking conversation. Because for me, I've realized, especially now in my life more than ever, like there's times I feel out of place. There's times like with my friends and stuff that I feel like, yo, what is going on? Like my head feels like it's gonna explode. And I just realized you have foundation set with your friends, but that foundation needs to be revisited as we change and as we evolve. I have a wait, hold on. I got a little magic box. But we ain't gonna get to that yet.
Okay.
But I just feel like it's not my job necessarily, it's our job as friends, in a sense of everybody has their levels of reacting or how they take things or even how they change in life and grow. And I feel like with a lot of my friendships, I had to learn to revisit the foundation in a way that's very open, in a way that's not like I don't carry animosity or something because they're doing something different, or because maybe they are at a different point where they focus on something else and maybe I feel like neglected or whatever. I just feel like as friends, it's up to us as a collective to address stuff, to say how you feel in a way that is just open. It doesn't mean, oh, you have to do something now. Now we have to make an action plan, yada, yada, yada. It's more like, just hear me, you know, just validate me, validate my feelings in a sense. And yeah, if the other friend is not on that same like approach, or they don't feel it's necessary, I feel like your friendships won't progress in that sense. Where I'm big on call me out. I'm very big on that, because I feel like I've been saying this for like every episode. Healing and all that developing is a journey you'll be doing till you die.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of call me out and expect me to be perfect or like change or whatever. It's just some things I need to know how it affects you. Because I could be doing it to you. I could be doing it to friend A and it affects them this way, and I could be doing it to friend B and it affects them this way. So I wouldn't realize, oh wow, friend C does not like this. And until we have that like conversation, we won't get there. So
Yeah.
wow, that was a lot. Sorry,
No,
guys.
but it's weird to say. Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe why the question is wrong with like your job, but I feel like that's the problem with a lot of friendships. People feel like, yeah, okay, they might be a bitch or they might do this, and it's like, but I don't need to say anything, but you have a problem with it.
Yeah.
And you just, they're festering inside of you. And it's like, but then how you think this person will ever get anywhere? Or how
Exact.
you think you can continue feeling coming around the person if you don't ever have the conversation and address it so that it could get something else. But then I just wonder, like, do people actually want the friendship to get to a healthy place if you're just always avoiding these shits?
But it's like, do people actually want a proper body if they always avoid in the gym? Where it's like, to get to that place, it could be ugly. Yeah. I'm telling you, it will be ugly. There's so many situations I've been in that got really ugly, but it's how you kind of bounce back from that. You know when they say when your life is blowing up, great things are coming? Because you have to go through the trials and tribulations, the challenges. You have to be put under so much pressure that you actually start to see what's going on, because you don't really realize it before. And to reach new levels, you just got to reach new problems. And I feel like with friendships, especially the ones that have longevity, you gonna have wild problems, like the smallest problems, the biggest problems. But it's a matter of like, yo, I know this could get ugly, and there's love that needs to have a level of unconditional. Whereas there's no condition. Oh, you don't stimulate me no more. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a step back. Or, oh, you doing this and it's foul. I'm gonna take a step back. That's one thing I had to learn, where it's like, people do things and people are people.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, I am your friend. I will call you out. However, maybe how I call you out is not productive. So let's talk about that. But it gonna get ugly before it get pretty. You gotta lift up some fuck up weights before you get out, you know? So that's what I think.
Yeah, but I just had enjoyed it because we were having a conversation that, like, for me, like, that's why, and I said it's probably in one of the early episodes, the conversation itself is like important to me, because it's like, because it would be sitting here being fuck up in all ways or whatever, but it's like, if you don't even want to address, we said this before, like, if we can't even like
reach halfway, like
get over it, the accountability, the like really care the fact that I feel this way. It's like, why am I here then?
Exactly.
So then to me it's the question of like, because I feel like people need to realize that we are flawed, and it's okay to be flawed. And if somebody
100.
call out flaws, it's like that's action. That's call for action
Yeah.
to work on it.
And side note, because one thing I had, like, not recently, but before, where it's like, I know if you're calling me out, you're not calling me out because you're coming for me.
But some people feel that way.
And that's the problem. When I call you out, I have a good heart.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to get the fuck up in a sense of like, sorry.
But no, I get you. But I feel like some people feel like just the fact that you calling them out like means you don't have a good heart. And it's like,
Yeah. But also they
Don't
think
you
something's
know
wrong
me?
with them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I had a person openly express to me that they feel like something's wrong with them. And I'm telling you, and this is not coming from a fuck up place where it's like
Yeah.
everything is wrong with all of us in a sense.
yeah.
You need to be secure. That's where confidence comes in.
Mm.
And I know all of us have insecurities, 110%. But I need to be secure in knowing that when you come to me, for one, you my girl. So I know you coming to me on a G check.
Yeah.
But for two, I need to know in my head and be open in my head to like, yo, this is something I got to address and it's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't fully reach to that level 10 in a month,
Mm-hmm.
at least I know it's something I'm working towards. But friends go into a shell like a turtle and they like, nah, I'm gone.
Which is wild to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like y'all need to realize these conversations ain't pretty. And maybe some of them are, yeah, cool. We have emotional intelligence. We're working on that. But before we reached this emotional intelligence, we had a lot of lack of emotional intelligence.
That's
Emotional retardation.
Yeah.
So it's a level of like, you got to start from somewhere. If you think you're going to just be coasting through life, like, oh, now I'm going to avoid this problem, I'm going to avoid this problem, you're going to just be on the same, like, spot.
Yeah. But I think like just not necessarily story time. But I feel like any other friendship breakups I had of people I had to stop talking to was the fact that I say anything. So then it's like,
yeah.
that's when, to me, at the end of the day, it boils down to like, okay, you could make mistakes, but then what kind of person are you?
Okay,
like,
good.
and do you know my heart? Because then that, to me, and that, I don't know, for some reason in that moment, that's like the biggest disrespect, that you actually think, Haiti coming for you. Like, you should know me well enough at this point to know that, like, my heart ain't like that. So it's
But I don't think I don't think they mean it against you. Huh? A lot of people who take it as you coming for them, it has trust and believe because I've been studying, like, I look into psychology and shit after that because I really want to understand my friends. Like, it just the people in my life, print.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of what they feel inside based off even things they experience in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people have just been rejected or they had even from their family.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to have that level of like patience where it's like, I know that I'm not coming for them and I would really want them to realize that.
Yeah.
But I need to remember that I can't let them realize that right away based off of their built conditioning, where it's like some things they need to unlearn. And for me, I could be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna tell them something, they're gonna think I'm coming for them. On that, I'm out. And I did have that where I was like, nah, I can't deal with this. But it's also levels where it's like, maybe they needed me to sit them down and be like, you are enough. And me telling you this is just me letting you know you have endless potential.
Yeah.
And I'm here to remind you of that when you don't think of it yourself. And I don't know, I just had to learn where it's like, some things used to bond me. I would be like, yo, you really need me to tell you look good again? Like, bitch, you look good.
Yeah.
They're fake. But it's just a matter of some people really just dealing with reaching that level of confidence or just unlearning stuff. And it's just, I just try and see what part I could do in a sense of like, if I do need to tell you look good 10 times, cool, but I'm not going to do it every day. At some point, you need to build that confidence yourself because you need to tell yourself you look good.
And maybe for the people that are listening to all of this, but it's like, I don't know, how long do you go through this though?
Until you feel it. You will feel when your cup runneth over. Like, you will feel it because you know what happens? You pour in, just like we say, into a shot
The
glass.
shot, yes.
And you realize, you know that video, the TikTok trend that they have now where they have to be blindfolded and got pour in the water?
I've been up for it for a while.
Yo, we need to do that. Oh, well, they have this TikTok trend. There's a cup in the middle. They blindfold it and they got to pour. And then they just missing the cup. And I feel like as I pour into shot glass, friends, and the water is just running over and running out, that's my energy just running out. But that's also the lack of reciprocity that is able to be like presented in the friendship. Because you not receiving what I pour, and what you pour not gonna be enough. And that's not saying you not enough. It's just a matter of
It's not equal exchange.
it really isn't. And I feel like one other thing is, which I noticed, in certain friendships, people feel like somebody needs to be the first to do it.
In what way?
Like address a situation, or they need to be the first to make effort.
Sorry, this is not to be. I remember a time I had a situation with a friend, and they literally was like, they was waiting for me to come because they know I was going to be the one to come and address it.
That's
And
your
I was
ego
just like-
talking.
I was just like,
I don't want to address this no more. Bye. Thanks for letting me know. Do you?
like, wow. So that is like, really and truly, if I had to make the decision to just never,
Yeah.
it would, and that's wild to me. And then that's what I mean. It's like, and then in your head, that's still equal exchange? No, because
No.
if we both have that kind of energy coming into it of like, something happened, I'm going to address it, something like, they're going to address it, then it's like, you equally pouring into each other in the friendship. But I feel like a lot of people think, for some reason, and you know something I hate, my pet peeve of mine when it comes to friendship, a lot of people think like everything they do for you, they could tally it up.
Oh,
And then that's
Lord.
enough. That's enough, but they feel like they pour in.
Yeah, and they don't have to pour in for like months. Drought.
Just
But they
because I
check it
do
like
this.
it was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like if you address the situation that happened, it's like, but what about?
Yep.
And it's like, but that's not what I hear.
And that has bugged me because if are you doing things, you shouldn't do things to receive. We're not a transaction over here.
Exactly.
I do understand with energy, it should be reciprocated.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me, oh, I did this for you. So, you know, like I've been expecting this.
But then I don't feel like it comes from your heart. And then
Nah.
it's just like,
Is
What
that
did-
friendship though?
Nah,
Exactly.
that's a transaction. That is not friendship.
It's indentured servitude.
say that again.
It's an indentured servitude.
Explain that. Somebody tell me what it is.
It's when you give with expectation of reward or something.
It's kind of like slavery, but like you get like a dirt cheap reward for what you're doing.
Yeah.
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 But I think that's what people
It is though. And I feel like that's
expect.
and I feel like you don't expect that as coming from your heart. I feel like you expect that coming from your ego. I
Yeah.
genuinely feel like when friends come with the whole idea of they have to do this first or they need to put in effort before I put in effort, I had that and it used to burn me. Where it's like I only see the effort get put in after I
you
pull
put
up.
in. Okay,
And
yeah.
it's like, I get, you know, maybe I got a ball rolling, but if that keeps happening, I
Yeah.
realize the pattern where it's like, it's not healthy.
No.
It really isn't. Like, just, that's why I feel like women should romanticize friendships.
Shut up.
I'm going to start calling my friends my girls
Yeah.
because that's my girl. If I don't water that plant, it will die.
Yeah.
So it's important.
Facts.
Look, we all busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. But you're not too busy to send your friend a good morning text and tell her how beautiful she is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
deposit. They have the, what you call it, the friendship bank account.
I really suck at texting though, guys. But like,
No,
I get what you mean.
Find the ways that works for you.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know, you know me, I like writing letters. So for me, if I pull up here, I could just slip a letter somewhere. You find it one day, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, those are the little things, but big things. But stuff like that, or I don't know, just show up with like a plant.
and you're not doing it to tally it up.
No.
You're doing it because like you want to put into it. And then of
Yeah.
course along the way shit going to happen and then you address it. But you're
For
not
sure.
addressing it. I thought that was a Little Mermaid. You're not addressing it to like
Dude, the whole time.
you're not addressing it. Maybe we should take off the TV. Sorry, guys. But you're not addressing it to like cause an issue, which is why a lot of things be happening on these TV shows.
Yo.
Like a whole setup to cause an issue for
But
a
hold
good
up.
episode.
But what has killed me is they say, oh, there's so much beef going on. Let's bring everybody together and solve it.
And address
What
the beef.
the? the beef gonna turn into beef, duck, lamb, everything.
All
Because yo,
Oh, but it's like, no, we are addressing it to it's an actual relationship, and I want people
It
to
is.
understand that. Like,
and you gotta work.
you can't come through here with bare minimum in friendship and still expect them to stick on just out of the sake of what? Like,
It's big facts.
time? Like,
Yeah, and that's y'all don't get me started.
like
But
time?
that's what is funny. Like time, I completely understand. Like even looking at y'all and the friendships y'all have, because I have one friend who been my friend since K1. You know who you are. Y'all cultivated a lot of friendships that is like from young, and they're still very meaningful to today, which I'm here for, because that's one thing I always wanted. But say small. But but for me, I realized like time, yes, I do get that time has a factor to play. However, I feel like time does not determine how close you are to a person.
Yeah.
In a sense of recently, like a friend mentioned something about along the lines of like, yeah, I know them for longer, this or that. Girl,
Irrelevant.
is hope irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Because you could have known them for longer, but you could have been a shot glass that whole time and nothing was developed. And I come through with my tank and yeah, did what had to be done. Where it's like that foundation was built. A lot of friends don't have those hard conversations. So for me, a friendship that lasted 5 years, however, you never had that conversation, compared to a friendship that maybe was like a year and we've had conversations, we've asked those hard questions, that friendship could have carry heavier value. And it doesn't make your friendship less, but I feel like you shouldn't see that as a yeah, we know each other for long, so we good.
For some people, that's all. That's genoeg. That's like all
I
they
think
need.
that's well.
Like, time is
That's
like,
conditioning though.
Yeah.
You're too
My
used
day
to
one.
being yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
The OG. Yeah, it is though.
Yeah, some people it's
having
like,
a
yeah.
sibling.
Straight.
It's like having
Your
a
fault.
what?
It's like having a sibling. There are people you can't really get rid of.
Nah,
for
but
how long
sibling
they're-
different, but you really can't get rid of them.
You really-
I love you, Lisha, but I
you
know
really
I can't get rid of
your
you.
siblings. South.
Nah,
Oh
but
my god, yeah. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It's weird to me, the whole how people
yeah,
view it.
the
But
dynamic amongst women is weird though.
yeah,
I
and
feel like
wish
a
we-
lot
I
of
hope we could
y'all
do
low
better.
key don't like your friends, or you just have a level of jealousy, and I feel like that's something you got to address in yourself. Whereas root for your friends. I don't know. I feel like a lot of women just need to be rooting for each other in a sense. Where it's like, I don't know. I feel like the competition amongst women is heavy.
It is.
I know men are competitive, but women, oh my days, like.
But also the ways they go about it could be so vindictive and shit. And I just
And
like,
that's the thing. They will purposely
Do y'all
when
ever get? Sorry for interrupting.
No,
Do y'all
go
ever get like a fun competitive energy?
we like
going
the
on?
interrupts. Mind that you talk.
Yeah.
If we get what?
Do you guys ever get like a fun competitive energy type of?
no.
No.
But
No?
because I wouldn't want that because it's just like, I don't know where that's coming from. And it's just
But
like,
what do you mean by fun competitive though?
like if we was both rappers or something, it's like, let's see who could drop a bar. That
Who
is
could
kind of
drop- Who
fun.
could drop more hits type of thing? Or yeah.
Nah, I'm
I
gonna be
wouldn't
like, yo,
want
drop
that.
your hits. I'll drop mine, and let's do this.
You know why I find that scary amongst women, and not that I don't trust whoever it is or whatever, but it's just like it could create,
It will
it could stem like toxic competitiveness.
boil the water.
Yeah.
It will. I'm
Like-
sorry, but that resentment. Imagine you have a competitive friend, but she loses in the competition.
Exactly.
The resentment, though you laughing, but it's real
Like,
out
I
here. She
find
will
it
go fuck
scary.
your man.
I find it really scary.
It is scary. And sometimes you need to also realize is them friends who also does like
Yep.
kind of imitate you to a level
Mm-hmm.
where there's the symptoms and you just need to check it before it becomes a thing. Because I think sometimes women are competitive because I don't know, they also finding their identity in a sense. I don't know if you
And what they're looking at you in what way of you forming
Yeah.
yourselves, and then they're comparing it to them.
so maybe we both in the same thing of like, let's say career or hobby,
Yeah.
but their hobby our hobbies have a bunch of sub hobbies, and I already know what I want to do, and that level of competitiveness comes from they're not sure, but they want to be better than me in this. So maybe that will answer the question for them.
And
it
then
kind
they
of
use that competitiveness to get where they need to go.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. To kind of validate.
I get it. I don't know. I have to really think about what you said.
Yeah, I gotta think about it too. Even me trying to explain it, I was like,
I feel like a lot of what we did talk about, it doesn't really link back to how society used to be too at the same time, because it's like,
yeah,
you got watching Bridgerton and them ones, like they had to really see who going to get chosen by the prince, like,
yeah,
or who going to marry off who, and who going, like, I feel like I don't know, we just do us bad, man. In
yeah.
history, period. And then it's just like, I don't think that, I don't know. We need to start working on it now. And
Facts.
we here now, we aware of shit, so.
Okay, last pet peeve, y'all.
We just do not a
One
pet
thing
peeves.
you need to stop doing. If your friend has shine,
Let them shine.
like in a sense of, a group setting and y'all discussing something and you bigging up your friend, but now you jump
I hate
in.
that shit.
But then the other thing to that, don't bring them down.
I hate that
You know
shit.
how I've seen girls, and I seen it recently. I went to a house party and they had this girl, and she was with a girl I used to work with. And they was playing a game, whatnot. And the girl was being really nice to me. She was like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And she was nice, whatever. But she would say stuff that brought the other girl down, and I didn't like it. I even told her something about it. I was like, we're not going to do that. Because it's a matter of, what does that do for you? This is supposed to be your friend.
Ego.
And those is the ones you got to be careful for. Because they're the ones that carry the,
You feel crazy to already.
It's
I
wild.
don't know. I find it like, and then the ones that like to be, I don't know if that's the same thing as liking to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you could be the center of attention, but not necessarily tear people down. Because you have those kind of people that is like,
Wait your turn.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Because I
don't
do
know.
understand you have some women who love that. You do. Like, there's a lot of women like the
but
spotlight and
there's
whatnot.
healthy levels to it. Like, I
Yeah.
don't feel like if I go with my group of friends that like you feel in this moment or particular setting, you need to be the center of attention or
They
what.
got people
100.
like that.
They do.
For some reason, you have to be the center of attention.
You can get G-checked real quick. Because you can be the center, but not the whole night in a sense. Or no time and place. Like, if I'm chatting up a guy
Yeah.
and he feeling me, don't come on some...
That's wild, yeah.
That'll bug me. Man, no. That'll bug me. I just get upset. I'll be like, you can have him. I'm out. Yeah. So, y'all... You gotta do better.
We should end it off on a positive note.
Oh, game.
Yes.
Oh boy.
But yeah, and before you get into the game, like, I don't know, maybe a lot of people, because I realize we got different demographics listening to this, and these things just go across all age groups or whatever. But
For sure.
I really just want all people, and even the males, like, pour into each other.
Don't be afraid to tell them you love them. Males.
Exactly.
Say I love you to your friend.
Oh my God.
It's not gay. And we need to get it out. Like, I can't stand that where it's like, hug your boy. Hug him.
Yeah. But they link everything to, But
Pause.
the them shits kill me. I know, homo.
Oh, my
I know.
Everything is pause.
I know. You don't have to tell me to no homo. But then just pour into each other, guys, please.
Yeah. It's
And
necessary.
you're going to see how far you're going to get in life.
Especially with the communication. Some of your boys actually do want to talk about stuff.
But
They just don't know how you're going to take it. Maybe open the floor for them to do it. Even if you're not ready, nobody's ever ready. You just need to do it. So, yeah.
Be fair.
So, with this game, right? I feel like everything has a foundation. Projects, businesses, schools, whatever. And I feel like a foundation of this podcast is our friendship, which is so funny because this is the topic. So, it's the 9th episode. So I wanted to do 9 questions, but I turned that bitch upside down and I made it 6 because
Okay, cool.
9 is a lot. But yeah, these are questions to... It's bite the bullet. And I feel like with us, life has been lifing. We've been busy and we really get to film and that's when we get to talk.
That's true.
So, bitch, we about to talk.
Okay, cool.
You have
I'm
questions with L.
When you know the questions.
Oh, yeah, but trust, I didn't answer them.
Okay,
I said in my head, this has to be very spontaneous.
All right.
So we have
Ready.
questions with L. Those are like questions.
L.
L.
Okay.
And then D is deep.
Okay.
So, you
right.
want to go first?
No problem.
You got to close your eyes because you might see. Okay. What does it have?
It's a
Smile
deep
on your
one. Okay. Your handwriting is so like
It was shit today, though.
no, like you could have do WordPress back in the day. What are 3 things you love most about this friendship, and what is one thing we need to work on for the people?
Wait, y'all. You don't have to.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
What are 3 things I love about this friendship? I feel like we talked about this already. That me and Jody really just keep it real with each other. Like.
100.
Yeah, like we just see what it is, and I appreciate that. Even though like it's a new friend, just like the newest close friend in my life.
Foundation is being built.
Yeah, so it's like I like that already been established. 2, I like that we think alike with a lot of the stuff that we talk about.
Really?
Yes, and just that we both creative in that
Yeah.
way, because we did just like
Bounce.
bounce off each other a lot. I really appreciate that. And a 3rd thing. Oh my god! No, wait. I hate when I have to be like, okay. And the last thing, about a friend. But I was just gonna say something specifically about you. I don't know that have to do with the friendship.
Yes. I mean,
But it does
I'm
also
surprised.
inspire me. Jody does inspire me. So then it's
Bitch,
like,
don't make me cry.
so then it's like that also, you know, it's in regards to the friendship, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. One thing we need to work on, probably talk more outside of
Thank
like
you.
the podcast, because we really, since we started the podcast, it's really
Yeah.
become about podcasting.
Yeah. That's why I brought this on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I going to address this?
Yeah. And just talk randomly about other shit
Yes.
that be going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn. I'm gonna shake it.
Guys, I love these things with a passion. Okay. Shit. All the
The deep
D's.
one. Okay, but then we can do the L's last.
Okay, how do you envision us supporting and challenging each other to become the best version of ourselves?
So you gotta answer that.
Oh, fuck. How do I envision us supporting and challenging each other to become the best version of ourselves? Well, as we say, I do feel like we real, and I feel like we need to make sure we keep that in a sense of just being open, but also, like as we spoke about with this podcast, things ain't always gonna be pretty. In a sense of like, just approach that mindset of approaching it with, bitch, I'ma love you regardless. And we both maturing, we both healing, we both growing. I think that is like a great approach for the challenges and support wise.
You know I got you.
Yeah.
Like
and
that's we don't have to talk about that. Like
True.
you know you know.
yeah. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't know how I want to be supported. I don't know if I want
that's a good
somebody.
one.
Yeah, I don't know if I want somebody to pull up. I don't know if I want somebody to. You can always send a letter. I'll always be happy
Yeah.
with. I love letters.
But it can also be day by day, like what you would
Yeah.
want today or this
Exactly.
week.
So also be open on how we want to be supported. Maybe we could come up with like a question. Do you want me to listen or do you want me to give you advice?
True.
Stuff like that. But with regards to supporting, like, do you want me to pull up with some wine gums and we pour it out? We have call it a problem dump.
Yeah, true.
Y'all
like
take
that.
note, please. And if y'all have friends,
People
ask
can
them
learn from this
question.
and use this in their use
Exact.
discussions with y'all.
So yeah,
Friends. Yeah,
da.
I like that.
Okay.
My turn
Welcome
again.
then. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Wait. No, we said we doing the L's last.
No, okay, wait, okay. But it's the last D one then.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I support you in overcoming fears and challenges? Ooh. Funny enough, I was talking to Vanda about this yesterday in the sense of like, I feel like I'm the type of person that is like, whenever I go into stuff, when I come to you about it, that means it's like deep.
Yeah.
Because I'm the kind of person that like, I can just go through it on my
Yup.
own.
Same.
And like,
I'ma deal with it.
I can like because he was saying yesterday that like women just need to talk about things to like
to like, yeah.
to
get
like
over them.
get over it. And I was like, not necessarily. Sometimes it's just the fact that I vent because I
Yeah.
still don't feel like it necessarily helping me. But like, so I guess whenever I talking about things or you see that I saying the same thing, because me, if I saying the same thing over and over, I mean that's something that heavy on me at the moment. So I guess be attentive to when I speaking about certain things, I guess. Because then maybe then it will heavy on me.
I
But
get
other
you.
than that, like, I just be like, my brother told me a lot of things to be going on in my head, but I don't share it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
I
I
can
don't
relate.
know. Well, maybe that's
Yeah.
something I also need to be more aware of.
Yes.
But I feel like you're the same way.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Yeah.
Especially lately, I feel like there's a level of isolation
Mm-hmm.
where I don't know. For me, on this journey or whatever, I just big on I gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm very big on that right now, where it's like it's hard for me to speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that stems from I had a conversation with a friend like a while back where it's like I was always a person to be like, okay, y'all tell me your problems. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I always felt like I didn't need to bring my problems to the table
Yeah.
because I was that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it still trickled into like
Mm-hmm.
now. Okay, on a lighter note. You guys
Your
shake it up.
turn. Oh. You can plug
I actually
one.
think there's 7, I can't count.
No, this, yeah.
Sorry. What comes to mind when you think of me?
Oh my God. I don't know. Apple?
Bitch, I was going to say, cook.
We ain't even been to Mona's so
You just say
long.
apple?
Like, I don't know why. I'd be like, this is the queen of apple. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I love an apple.
no, but I just know apple.
But for real, though,
Like, look at this
it's in
shit.
an Apple Mouse box. I have an Apple Watch.
That's the
phone.
first thing that come to my mind just now. But in
No, I'm here for it. Because it's
apple.
true. Take a bite out of me.
oh my God. But
Spontaneity.
yeah.
Did I send you that video on TikTok? They had a video on TikTok where the person was trying to say a word, but they couldn't say the word. I was like,
And
bitch,
they
this
just
is
keep
us.
going. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. And she said that with confidence. Spontaneity.
Yeah. Those are the first two things that come to mind, but I could keep going,
Aw. Cookie next.
Oh,
We
it's
both
my
can answer these, by the way.
Oh yeah. If we could be any fictional characters, who would we be?
I ain't gonna lie, this one I thought of.
You already have the answer.
Lilo is Stitch and I'll be Stitch.
I don't remember the
Because I
dynamic.
feel like they chill, but Stitch is always like, he's all over the place. And Lilo is like, chill. Like, but Lilo is also, she have her level of all over the place. That's why they mesh so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, she brings that like groundedness in a sense.
I can change your name to Stitch.
I don't mind. I'm Stitch, guys. It's a girl Stitch.
Oh my God. I forget the dynamic.
They're a vibe.
But that's a good one.
They are a vibe.
Okay, I don't know if I have another answer to that. That's like a good one.
It is. I don't have either. If I think of
But
other
then that was your question, then I should choose.
shit. Yeah. I think I know which one coming.
How has our friendship positively impact your life? Ooh, I
That's
feel
a bit
like
deep. I should have put D. Sorry.
yeah, this is a very
Such a
deep
deep
question. I feel like our friendship started in a moment where like I had really needed.
It was odd.
Yeah, but I had really needed it in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that was the starting of everything. And then I know a lot of my friends know I've been wanting to get back into my creative route. And I feel like when I say it, like, because we don't bounce off each other, like it got me back into doing what I love. And one of those things was the podcast. So that's how it positively impacted me.
I love that. We
Yeah.
should do a sip and paint next week.
I feel like I suck.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
With alcohol?
That's when it's what?
Nice, better.
paint the wall.
Sip
That's what
and
you
paint
think.
because you think you suck. You know how I can speak fluent Dutch when I'm under the influence?
For real?
influence. Well, I could speak fluent Dutch, really, but in the beginning, when I didn't like speaking Dutch, give me a shot of tequila. I will have a whole conversation with you, and my Dutch wasn't even that good. I feel like with sipping paint, is that confidence that is like painting is literally just
Yeah, but it's also about the experience, the moment. The giraffe over there was a sipping paint.
and it's cute. But you
not.
suck. Did you see my sipping paint? I painted a tree.
Yeah, how are you doing on a little mini thing?
Yeah, it was so and it was shot and paint. That's what we do on the minis.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I like that.
Details.
Uh,
Okay. Oh.
This is the last question, by the way.
Yeah, if our friendship had a theme song, what would it be?
Woo.
Fuck.
You see?
I didn't think of it.
Would it be an Amapiano song? Or would it be a UK song?
I feel like it would be a piano or an Afro song. Like Patty No They Stop. Patty No They Stop.
Yes.
Wait, but I really need to think of a proper song. I know we don't know the lyrics, so let's just say that's our theme song.
Yes.
That's our theme song.
Yeah,
I
Amapiano.
thought so that.
But if it one with words, I feel like right now, before we start recording, songs on the top of my head, but
I would have to go through my play. Like, honestly, Mando, what you think? If you had to give us a theme song, what would you give us?
Oh, that's easy.
What is? I fucks with that. I ain't even gonna lie. I fucks with that.
oh my god, you're so jokey.
Well, let me leave it there then, guys. We probably
Yes.
the team song gonna come to us.
Yeah.
Episode 10. We're gonna be like,
I gotta
guys.
think about it.
That's
got
how you
it.
should
I need
open.
one with words.
Yeah. But
Maybe an Amapiano
yo,
one. This was it then for episode 9.
Nueve. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking around. This was I had enjoyed this episode a lot.
Yes.
I feel like we needed this. We needed three voices, but two bottoms on the couch. Like,
Yeah,
yo.
it was back to get back to the. Now I could say the OG.
The OG gang. But yeah, like, I really
Vampire.
hope not just like tuning in, but y'all really take what we say, because we don't know who listens to us like that, but we know there's a lot of y'all out there like listening to us, dealing with similar problems. And yeah, we always say grace, like, remember that word and just be there for your people. Let them realize some people might not know how to communicate. Realize you might not know how to communicate.
And you might be the problem.
Am I the problem?
Think about that.
Yeah, and just be very open to like letting go of your ego, because the ego could be blocking a lot of your blessings, and it's just not necessary. So thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.
We are here to deliver unfiltered, honest conversations.
Yeah.
And today was very honest.
It was nice
so,
and light and what we needed. And
yeah.
the
It's
next
chill.
episode is episode 10. Like, that's a mess.
You know, most podcasts don't make it past episode 21. So
You for real?
our 21st episode is gonna be like a fucking celebration.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all remember that. Like, yeah. Actually, so it was like, sorry, I gotta go on a side note. But it was like 80-something% don't make it. No, it was 90-something% don't make it past 21. And then about 70-something% don't make it past 8.
Wow.
We made it past, we're in the top 70. Yeah.
But for them,
So-
that was the sound they needed.
Tap on our
We did it.
shoulder.
And we'll be
'cause
here
we
for
did
21.
that. But we couldn't do it without y'all. So thank y'all so
Yes,
much. And we will
appreciate
see y'all
everybody.
bi-weekly on Tuesday.